Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my YouTube channel that's Concepts of Chemistry. So, today's topic for the lecture is relative formula masses. In the previous lecture, we have done about relative molecular masses. So, let me discuss first what's the difference between the molecular mass and a formula mass, or we can simply write the molecule and a formula unit. Let's talk about the difference first. Here I am writing molecule, and here I am writing formula unit. The molecule, it is the word used for the atoms which are combined which are combined by covalent bonds. Covalent bonds. In the previous lecture I have also told you that when there is a covalent bond between the combining atoms, then that thing will be called as molecule. But what's the formula unit stands for? It stands for when the interactive force between the combining atom is ionic bond, then we call it a formula unit. So when the attractive forces attractive forces between combining atoms between combining atoms is ionic bond, then that is called formula unit. Formula unit. Let me give you some example of formula units or the ionic compounds. That's first of all, example is of NaCl or K2SO4 or Na3PO4. So there are many ionic compounds. So the formula of ionic compound, the name given to the formula of ionic compound is called formula unit, but the name given to the compounds in which the interactive force is covalent bond, that is called molecules. When the interactive forces between the combining atom is covalent bond, then the word uses molecule. And when that attractive forces are ionic forces or the ionic bonds, that means there are two things, obviously cation and anion. So obviously there will be the electrostatic force of attraction between the combining ions, then a positive and a Cl negative, and there will be what electrostatic forces of attraction, that's electrostatic electrostatic forces of attractions, also known as ionic interactions. Ionic interaction. Then the representation of this ionic interaction, that is NaCl, is called formula unit. The representation of the compounds having ionic interaction between the combining ions, the cations and anions, is called formula unit. So this is the thing. Let us start with relative formula mass of a formula unit. So what is relative formula mass? Relative formula mass. Again, it is the number of times that formula unit that formula unit is heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope. So what is relative formula mass? It is a number of times that formula unit. Which formula unit? Any of the above. We are having many formulas, many formula units of ionic compounds. So it is the number of that formula unit is heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope. So let us take an example. I'm taking the example of NaCl, the most common one. What's the mass of Na? It's 23 AMU. I have already told you what's AMU. It's atomic mass unit. What's the mass of Cl? It's 35.5 AMU. So for the whole NaCl, we have to add it up, 23 plus 35.5, and it comes out to be 58.5 AMU. What does it stands for? It stands for that NaCl is 58.5 times heavier than 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope. So let me write it in a formula way, the relative formula mass. So relative formula mass is equal to mass of one formula unit divided by 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope. So it can be further simplified as mass of one formula unit divided by mass of carbon 12 isotope into 12. Again the same way, I have taken this 12 to numerator. So sorry. So what next? I have already told you the mass of hold on, I have already told you or calculated in the previous videos the 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope. It comes out to be 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. This thing is also called 1 AMU. So this value, dears, this value is the 1/12 mass of carbon 12 isotope, and it is also known as 1 AMU, that is 1 atomic mass unit. That means if we have to find exact mass of NaCl formula unit in grams, then how will you find it? Obviously it's 58.5 AMU, it comes out to be 58.5 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. So that will be the mass of NaCl formula unit in grams. Now, next topic. My next topic comes out to be the gram formula mass. What do we understand by gram formula mass? It is again the same way like the previous lecture. What is gram formula mass? It is the collective weight. It is the collective weight or the mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 formula units. Again, I have used the word formula units. That means gram formula mass will be, it is a collective mass of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. NaCl formula units can also be, you can say that. So what does this number stands for? This number is called Avogadro's number. Again the same thing like the previous lectures. This is called Avogadro's number. So it is a collective mass of Avogadro's number of formula units, that stands for gram formula mass. So let us evaluate for the NaCl. Here I am writing gram formula mass of NaCl. It comes out to be mass of one formula unit in grams into Avogadro's number What's the mass of one formula unit in grams? This thing is, I have evaluated this value. It's the mass of one formula unit of NaCl in grams. It comes out to be 58.5 into 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 into, what's the Avogadro number? It's 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Now my answer comes out to be 58.5 into 0.99, and round off it again comes out to be only 58.5 grams. So that's called gram formula mass. Now this value, the gram formula mass, is also called 1 gram formula. The collective weight of Avogadro's number of formula units is also called 1 gram formula. So let me give you some another examples. This thing we have done for NaCl. Let me take another example of any acid. I am taking my acid, for example H2SO4. Its mass comes out to be 98 AMU, or it comes out to be 98 grams. Let me take another example, NaNO3. That's also an ionic compound. So this NaNO3 is called one formula unit. Its mass comes out to be 23, that's for sodium, plus 14, that's for nitrogen, plus 16, that's for oxygen, but oxygen was 3 in number. it comes out to be 3. It is now 23 plus 14 plus 48, and this thing comes out to be, now it's 48 plus 14, 62 plus 23, 85. So it comes out to be 85 AMU, atomic mass unit, and that's the mass of 1 gram formula. It comes out to be 85 gram, or it is also known as gram formula mass. So that's all for today. In this lecture video, I have told you about the relative formula mass, and I'm saying it again, my dear students, that relative formula mass, or a word formula mass, comes for the ionic compounds. The ionic compounds are those in which the attractive force between combining atom is ionic bond. That's why we are using the word formula unit instead of a molecule. For molecule, what's molecule? When the attractive forces between the combining atom is covalent bonds, then that formula is called molecule. But when there is an ionic compound, the electrostatic force of attraction, then we use a word formula unit for a single formula, that's like NaCl or K2SO4 or Na3PO4. So that's all for today. I hope, my dear students, you all understood today's lecture. To get a perfect in this topic, please watch out my previous 2 videos more. That's about the relative atomic mass, then relative molecular mass. Today I have done relative formula mass. So I hope you all understood today's lecture. I have given my phone number on thumbnail of this lecture. So if any one of you wants to book a paid one-to-one online class to clear doubts, contact me on my phone number. Please like, subscribe and share my channel to maximum number of students. Don't forget to press the subscribe button. Stay blessed.